And you've come out, and yes, you have a concession on cars. You have a flat tariff still of 10%. Are you disappointed with that? Is this just the start? Back in February, when you did a press conference with Donald Trump in the White House, he said, we could end up with a real trade deal where tariffs wouldn't be necessary. We'll see. Those were Donald Trump's.
This was supposed to be his moment, the big reveal. The historic trade deal. Keir Starmer, Prime Minister of Great Britain, standing in front of cameras, flanked by Union Jacks. Ready to sell success. But success demands substance. And when Rigby asked a single question, the illusion collapsed. You said you'd bring tariffs to zero. Trump said zero. Why are we still at 10%? One question. That's all it took. What followed wasn't just hesitation, it was collapse. Starmer blinked, stumbled, repeated himself. The calm expression slipped. The polished tone faltered. And in that moment, Britain saw the truth. This wasn't leadership. This was performance. Scripted, rehearsed. Hollow. Let's talk facts. The Prime Minister flew to Washington and returned with a 10% tariff on British-made cars. 10%? That's not a victory. That's a burden. For every car British factories export, there's now an extra cost tagged on top. Trump promised zero. Starmer returned with more, and he has the nerve to call that progress. The press conference quickly turned from celebration to survival. Rigby didn't just ask a question, she delivered an autopsy. Each answer from Starmer sounded more like a man covering a mistake than announcing a milestone. No clear vision, no defiant defense. Just bureaucratic phrases and forced smiles. And this wasn't a one-off failure, just days before. Labor suffered its worst local election performance ever. Red seats turning gray. Working class areas rejecting the party that once claimed to speak for them. And Starmer's response? We absolutely get the message. No, Prime Minister. You don't. If you did, you wouldn't be smiling at a podium, you'd be apologizing. 2 steel workers, 2 automakers. To everyone who backed you for real change and got PR instead, he says he's helping. British industry, then explain this. Jaguar Land Rover already. Struggling in a hyper-competitive market is now slapped with a 10% penalty to trade with the United States. How exactly does that save jobs? He claims he's protecting the workforce. But protection isn't a press release. It's zero tariffs. It's industrial leverage. It's fighting for your country's economic engine. Not posing for photos on factory floors, steel and aluminium. Zero tariffs, he says. Great news? Not quite, because along with zero tariffs came zero protections. Now, cheap foreign steel can flood the UK market. British steelworkers from Port Talbot to Scunthorpe are staring at potential job cuts in Starmer's. Too busy congratulating himself to notice? Trade isn't just about access. It's about protection. It's about playing defense as well as offense, Starmer. He handed over the keys without reading the contract. Then there's pharmaceuticals. He says they received preferential treatment. Sounds impressive, but wait there. Were no tariffs to begin with? So what did he actually negotiate? Nothing. This is Starmer's strategy. Find sectors that don't need help. Do nothing, then take credit. It's the illusion of success. Like putting a bow on an empty box and pretending it's a gift, he claims workers back the deal. But name one. Which union praised it? Which worker celebrated it? This is the oldest trick in the political playbook: invoke the working class as a human shield while abandoning their industries behind the scenes. He doesn't represent workers. He hides behind them, and when it all starts to fall apart, he says, "We're focused on tech. No detail, no roadmap, just buzzwords. Like, share, and subscribe because we're not done holding." Power to account. The tariff trap. How Starmer sold out British industry. Subscribe for more unfiltered political coverage.